Hello all and welcome back to Missildine Online and our walkthrough of Final Fantasy IX. Now this is part 67, and if you are seeing this video currently on YouTube, that means that I have recorded literally the entire game from here forward. So up to the end, it has been recorded. I've been in the process of editing maybe close to 40 videos, including some World of Warcraft stuff, as well as Final Fantasy IX, as well as some other games. I've basically just stockpiled a ton of videos because I never know when I'm going to be too busy to actually sit down and record. So that's what I've been doing. That's why you haven't seen a ton of content on the channel, is because I am making sure that I have it for a very, very long time. Have the content available. That's what I have. And if you're seeing this, it means I'm ready to unload. I am unloading. That sounds gross. That sounds really gross. So let's get right into it. So last time in Final Fantasy IX, we completed the Lindblum, going back to Lindblum after Alexandria was attacked, and finding out that Dagger has indeed lost her voice. She is permanently silenced, so it would seem. Now we are going to look for Kuja, because it seems like the Black Mages are suddenly on his side now. The ones that we met in the Black Mage Village, we're going to go there and find out what's going on. Now, something I did off screen that I didn't do in the last video that I'll just talk about real quick is I actually went to Steiner, and I equipped the Lapis Lazuli instead of what he had before because I want him to have ability up, and of course we'll deal with that later, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I put ability up on him, and I also equipped ability up, which is something you should do as well. Level up and ability up on all of your characters pretty much all of the time is a necessary thing, and yeah, just make sure all of your characters have that. Have level up and ability up if they have access to it at this time. It is well worth having for all of your characters. So now that we've done that, we came over here to these tracks you'll see right north of you. So you want to go to these, go to your items, and you want to use a Geishel Green. We have a ton of them, so it's no problem. We'll use that to call our Choco. And of course, we just want to get on, and that music changes. But what we want to do first is we want to get out. I don't want to open that. Cancel. And we want to go into Q's Marsh. Now from Q's Marsh, we want to go with Quina in the party. We want to go so that she can do some, random battles. So a ton of time has passed since the last time we were at this Q's Marsh, which means that all of the frogs that used to be here are back. Or most of them anyways. So we're going to spend some time catching them, because we haven't been here since Disc 2. Now you'll notice that there are a ton of babies and tadpoles, so we can literally catch all of the frogs. Yeah, let's do it! So, just run around, catch the frogs, see you when you're done. Alright, so we're already done, caught all of the frogs. That literally took me about 3 minutes, I didn't even have to edit that out. And we'll just leave the tadpoles because obviously they're going to breed into more, which is always good. And let's go down here. And just leave Q's Marsh, get back on Choco, and we're gonna head to the Black Mage Village. So luckily in that last battle, Freya learned the abilities that she needed to learn from her partisan. So what we're going to do is equip her with the Ice Lance to make her that much more powerful, and now she has White Draw, which is pretty cool. And just double check. Now she also learned ability up and accuracy plus, so we can change out her her Lapis Lazuli. And we want to trade it for... let's see, we have some fights coming up where we might need HP. Let's see, what do we want to do here? We want to give her, Reagan? Yeah. Okay, now that she's all set, we're good to go. Again, just leave and head to Black Mage Village. Okay, once on Choco, we want to head all the way through these bushes, the forest as before, and to the Black Mage Village. And again, we don't have to go through the woods like we had to the first time. Now we can just enter directly into the village. Looks like nobody's here. Where'd they go? I'm gonna go look around. Huh. Interesting. Now, if you look around, no one's here. There's an owl. But that's it. No items, no inn, nothing. Not even over at the Chocobo hut. Or is there? Well, there's Magrio. It's locked. Interesting. So, only a Moogle is still here. So let's go over this way and check. So we kind of want to follow Vivi because he actually went the way that we kind of have to go. But if you didn't get it before, you can get the black belt from the item shop now. You can climb on up here and grab it if you didn't get the chance to do it earlier. I believe we did, so it's all good. Yep, all set. So just remember, it's there if you didn't get it the first time through. Now, most of the time, speedrunners wouldn't actually get it until now anyways, just a heads up. So, here, it's Vivi. Where's everyone?
They went away with Kuja. 2 other guys stayed behind. They're probably at the Chocobo shack.
Why? Why did they go with him?
They learned about our lifespan. We can only live for a given amount of time. Kuja said he knew how to extend our lifespan, so everyone followed him.
He's lying. I bet he's lying. Look what he's done to us. He's been using us, treating us like puppets.
Maybe we are just puppets, created to serve humans.
Come on, that's nonsense. Where did they go? I can't tell you that.
I can't betray them.
Then why didn't you go with them? Dot 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 dot. You said the other 2 guys are in the Chocobo shack, right? Dot 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 dot. Let's go. Now you can come and try to talk to him, but he's not going to tell you anything. He's just going to dot 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 you the whole time. That's pretty much it. So just follow Vivi where Vivi went. And we want to go into here. Vivi. So, looks like someone's here. It's Born. Oh. Wait. So the Mog's gone. The Moogle. And we're back at the Chocobo egg, which is now a Chocobo. Finally. Hooray! Hooray! I still can't believe it. Yeah. I don't understand. Why are you here? We're here to look after the Chocobo. At first we were going to go with everyone, but someone had to stay behind to look after the egg, so we stayed. We kept the egg nice and warm by putting a lot of hay over it. I can't wait to show them to everyone. They're going to be so happy. We have to come up with a name. Hey, what's happening to me? I feel strange. Me too. Dot 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 dot. They feel love. These golems, these husks of life, feel love. Good for them. Looks like number 288 is back. You stayed behind because you were worried about the Chocobo egg.
I don't know. I wanted to follow Kuja because I was so scared of dying, but I couldn't. I felt like I was leaving something important behind.
Dot 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 dot. He wants to tell us where they went. What is it? Am I gonna stop pretty soon too?
I don't know. Kuja said the prototype built before us would last longer.
But I am gonna stop eventually. Dot 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 dot. I was really confused when my grandpa died. He told me, Vivi, no need to be sad. So I told myself I can't be sad. That's why I felt confused again when I heard that everyone was stopping around here. I didn't know what to do or what to feel. But when I saw Dagger crying when her mom died, I wasn't confused anymore. I was sad. If I were just a puppet, I never would have felt that way. Mr. 288, we aren't puppets. I know we aren't. I hate him. I hate Kuja. He's turning everyone into puppets just to kill people. If it weren't for him, I know everyone would understand someday. It's not fair. Vivi.
Kuja's secret palace is on the eastern side of this continent. It's buried under quicksand. You'll need a ship to get there. I hope we can become strong like you someday.
Thank you, number 2888. 2888888. Cool, so it looks like he's actually on this continent, so we're not wrong. And, of course, Dagger is a weakling. Once I acceded to the throne, I knew I had to change. But nothing has changed. I'm so helpless. Wow. Dagger, were you listening too? That crybaby sure has come a long way, don't you think? Dagger? Are you alright? Don't worry too much. Vivi has his own way of dealing with things, and you have yours. Come on, cheer up. We'll beat Kuja, and you'll have your voice back in no time. No, nothing's wrong. Okay, let's get going. Mr. 288 said Kuja's palace is buried under quicksand, right? Yeah! We're taking it there. Let's go. Okay. So, as soon as you're done, you want to get back on Choco just to avoid any of the random encounters that you might encounter. God, that was redundant. So just get on Choco. Careful not to enter the village again. Not that it matters, but... And then we just want to come over here and get back to the blue Narcissus. Narcissus? The blue Narcissus. And... there we go. Still some of the weirdest controls ever. So he's on the eastern side of this continent. If you look at your map, you'll see Q's Marsh, you'll see Maiden Sorari, so he's somewhere over here. So let's go. So just follow the coast pretty much all the way around. And you'll come and you'll start to see the village. So if you see right here, you can see the sand, right? So you can dock at this beach, or you can dock at the beach that's closer. So that's what we're gonna do. So there's a beach slightly closer. If you come around the edge here, you'll see it right here. This is the closest beach you're going to get to the palace. So then just hop out. You could change your party, but you really don't need to. And let's go. Now, you can look at these sinkholes, and you can see that there's wisp coming out. Now, every single one of those actually has an antlion. Every single one of these sandholes has the antlion enemy that we basically fought in Clara. So, the same thing. Something I will say is that there are new enemies on this area, such as the landworm and the Grimlock and the antlion and whatnot, that will actually really help you get some abilities for Quina. There's actually some really good abilities for Quina. As you see, we just leveled up and stuff, but that's no big deal. So there are some really cool things that Quina will get in this area. So as you can see, we just got to the northernmost thing. It's actually not that much. I think only Grimlock actually gives some abilities, and I might totally be wrong on that. However, when we get to the next place, there's going to be a lot. I knew you'd come. Whatever, Kuja. Zidane, wake up! Sid, where the heck are we? Good question. I wish I knew. After I fell into the quicksand, everything went dark. That's all I can remember. Me too, Ribbit. When I woke up, Ribbit, I was in this room. Oh yeah, where is everyone? I don't know, Ribbit. I hope they're all right. So you're finally awake. I'm so happy to see you again. You rat bastard. Hey. My, aren't we feisty today? No need to worry about them. They're in rooms not unlike yours. Oh, yes, by the way, I should probably enlighten you as to your current situation. Uh-oh. I'm sure that even your feeble mind can grasp what would happen if you were to take that plunge. Oh, dear, was it something I said? Either way, now that you're aware of your predicament, I'd like you to do a tiny little favor for me. I'll let your friends live if you say yes. Well, you have no choice. Dot, 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 dot. Damn it, I have no choice. Very good, you've chosen wisely. First, step outside. Okay, where are we? Hey Sid, I need you to look after the others. Fine, Ribbit. I won't let you down. And you, Ribbit, you come back safe. Yeah, I will. See ya. Also, I guess I should charge my controller. Whatever. I'll be a rebel. So, all you want to do is just head down here. You can't go anywhere except, obviously, right here. Not these guys again. Dot, 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 dot. Stand between the two black mages. And they're going to teleport us. Because apparently mages can do that. And not me. So we're here in this cool little room. Now, there is an item in here, but you can't get it yet. Welcome to my humble abode. Just cut to the chase and tell me what the hell you want. My, we're upset, aren't we? Well, this is your errand. I want you to go somewhere and bring something back for me. I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Surely you haven't forgotten that I hold your friends' lives in my hands. I'm going to send you to a place called Oeilvert. Where's that? Oeilvert is south of the Seaways Canyon on the Forgotten Continent. Really isn't my kind of place. You see, there's an anti-magic barrier around the place, and I want to send you because you're too stupid to use magic. Once there, I want you to retrieve the Galug Stone for me. What do you say? Isn't it a simple task? I'll even send you on my luxury cruise ship, so you won't have to worry about transportation. Perhaps it's too much for you. I'd better send you with 3 of your friends just to be safe. Besides, nobody likes to fight against himself. What? Never mind. Speak their names when you've chosen your partners. Okay, so Kuja basically just told us something very important, and that's that the place that he's sending us to prevents magic users from coming. So you know who you don't want to bring? You do not want to bring Vivi at all. Vivi will be utterly useless. So I would also say you don't want to bring Quina. Obviously, you don't want to bring Dagger or Eco either, because obviously they all use magic. Now, Quina is a little bit more physical based, for right now anyways, but I would still not worry about it. The characters I would bring, and I'm going to bring, are Steiner, Amrit, and Freya. Those are the 3 that I'm going to bring with me. Now, Steiner can do a ton of damage when he is left here with them, because there will be a part later where we need those people. However, I think for right now it would just be best to send Steiner with the Oeilvert team. I want Steiner, Freya, and Amrit. Fine, I shall summon them. Steiner. Freya. And Amrit. Step through the door. Okay. Proceed to the center of the platform. Dot 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 dot. Spare me the emotional reunion scene, please. Now go stand with your friends. Better keep your promise, Kuja. Of course. You needn't worry one bit. Cool. What a bunch of idiots. Okay, wow. Way to be rude. So guess where we're going to go? This dark, foreboding place. So, don't worry too much about any of the enemies. I'll talk to you when we see a gremlin. A grimlock, which we might right now. So something I really need to mention before we move forward is the Forgotten Continent. You will be fighting enemies that Quina can eat and learn some really good attacks from, including the Limit Glove. She can get that by eating Jabberwocks and Kettlebell Passes that you'll find on the Forgotten Continent, and you can also eat an Adamantoise and learn the Earthshake ability, and if you haven't done so yet, you can also eat a Cactuar and learn the Thousand Needles. So those 3 abilities alone are very good, especially Limit Glove, actually. Limit Glove for speedrunners is pretty amazing ability if you don't already have it. So I would say if you want to have Quina on your team and you want her or him to have really good blue magic, I would take her or him to the Forgotten Continent with you, but we're not going to worry about that. However, I forgot what Amarant has equipped, so I'm going to check that real quick. Alright, we're good to go. And now he doesn't have ability up or level up, so I'm just going to give him those, because those are better than what he currently has. Again, that should just be a normal thing that you do, is you check to make sure that they have at least ability up. I would say you don't have to worry so much about level up. Ability up is like an absolute thing that you must have. Now, remember also that we are gypping ourselves on Steiner here. He's got the Mithril Sword equipped, which is really weak for his level. He should be having the Coral Sword. The thing is we just haven't gotten enough ability points for me to justify not learning Armor Break. So what we're doing is learning the abilities again as we slowly go up. I think I've said that in a past video, but I just want to let you guys know in case you're like, oh my god, why do you have the Mithril Sword? It's because we're learning Armor Break. So, whoa! What is that? That must be the Hildegard 1. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. So we just want to continue this way, and of course we're going to get into a random battle. Of course, because why not? So we can come up here to the Hildegard, get on board, and we now have control of one of the only and one of the best airships in the entire world, one that runs without mist. Now, we don't necessarily have control of it because you'll see in a second why. It's basically going to autopilot us right to the Forgotten Continent, which I suppose is cool. It would have just been nice to have access to an airship this early in the game. Hey, can we really trust Kuja? ... Hey, can we really trust Kuja? ... Hey, say something! ... Oh no. They will not answer to you. Respond to our orders only, they do. Zorn and Thorn, why you backstabbing bozos! Those are slanderous words, worse lies I have never heard. You needed to concern yourself with such things, or an end to your friends' lives we shall bring. Damn it. The Black Mages were originally designed to oppress, but a strong sense of self the Black Waltzes came to possess. Always obey us, these mages do, because a strong ego they have not. These mass-produced ones are to break once we're through with their lot. Other purpose in war they have not. They have grown attached to life, yet they'll soon disappear. Hilarious! Nothing but toys are they here. I don't think you guys are any different. What? Rubbish. You say that the Black Mages have no souls, but you guys are pawns just like them. Am I right or what? You won't be talking so big once we're done with you. Regret those words you will. Well, let's just take it easy until we arrive. Drive safe, alright? Now remember what Zidane just said to Zorn and Thorn. That's actually going to be a thing that it might happen sooner or later. I will say one thing. We are not done fighting Zorn and... So we're here on the Forgotten Continent. Luckily, we were just carried. Now, something you can do is there is a marsh right there, but we don't have Quina in the party, so there's really no point in going there. But if you look on your map, you're not going to see actually where Oeilvert is. It's all the way down here. Yeah. I just said you're not going to see it if you open your map. That is a lie. You can see it's all the way down here, so we have a little ways to go before we can actually get there. However, if you go north past the marsh, you'll come to a forest. And at the tip of that forest, you can kind of see it in the distance there. There are Chocobo tracks. We want those, or else it's going to take us forever to get there. So, that's not Chocobo tracks. We're not on Chocobo tracks. Is that? Oh, I saw them. Never mind. I lied. My notes say it's at the tip of the forest, but the northmost tip. Not the one that I am at. Also, I would suggest that if you're doing the same thing with Steiner as I am, I would suggest that you go ahead and get some abilities up, because you're going to need them. Now, also be careful fighting cactuars. They can kill you. Now, something else I'll say is we want to head over right here to the north, right here. Boom. Ah, damn it. Perfect. And in that last battle with that Armstrong, Steiner actually learned armor break, so we can equip him with a better sword, which is very, very good. Something I was going to say but was rudely interrupted is I would suggest trying to learn as much as you could outside of going to Oeilvert first. Learn the abilities that you can to try to get Steiner at least until Icebrand, preferably Coral Sword, because you're going to need his physical abilities. They're just needed. So a lot of our characters learned abilities, so let's just quickly go in and do this. So Bloodsword is... So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to equip him with Gold Helm. Gold Helm has Mental Break, meaning that we get to skip the Icebrand entirely, which is awesome, because as soon as we're done, we can skip Icebrand, we can go right to charge, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. We also want to just make sure that he has something that he's learning abilities from. High Tide's great. Let's give him High Tide. Demon's Mail, which also absorbs Shadow Elemental attack and raises Shadow Elemental attack. So that's actually very good, because the thing that we're going to fight actually, I believe, uses Shadow magic, so that's a good thing. We just want to double check, make sure everyone's got something that they're learning. So we want to give Freya Lamia's Tiara, as long as she learned her abilities for that, and Lamia's Tiara, obviously, wind damage is reduced by 50%. And we can give her Plate Mail. Just because she already has everything, might as well just give her the best thing that she can have. And she'll be learning stuff on the next attack anyway, the next fight anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's give... Nah, it's fine. Zidane's fine. So make sure you use your Geishel Greens. And you'll get Choco. Yay, Choco! Hi, Choco. Now that we have Choco, we can run over here, and you'll see this area right here. What is this? What is that? I don't know, but we can't go to it. We can't go to that yet. I know what it is. But we can't go. And then you can come down here, and there's nothing really cool or anything. You'll just see a little tip. There's nothing out here. I thought that was like a sea monster or something out there. That would have been cool. But yeah, that's actually Ispin's castle. You can't go there yet, but we will go there. Ipsen's. Ipsen? Whatever. Something I will say, too, is you can actually go back to here. You can't board the airship, but you can talk to it, and Zorn and Thorn actually run a medicine shop if you're running really, really, really low on supplies. In fact, you know what? I think, I could be wrong, but you can actually possibly come talk to them while still on Choco. Not that it matters. Yeah, so get off of Choco. And I think they do a cool little dialogue that I'll just show you guys. So where are you going? You need to go south. Finish the mission, then you board. Anything you need, I sell. So you can, of course, buy some stuff. We're just going to buy some more of that. That's all we need. So we need to go south, they said. Now, I thought they did something where Zidane was like, you're charging us? But whatever, it's fine. So we want to go down here. You'll see that the thing has shifted. Time has shifted. And you'll see that there's all these winding canyons, which is cool, I guess. It's very, very easy to get lost, but you want to just continue all the way through here. And boom. Oeilvert. What is it anyways? It looks like a ship of some kind. So go ahead and enter. Look at that. Super high tech for what it is. Oeilvert. Interesting. So right outside you'll find Mimosa. It's Mimosa, but I like to say Mimosa. And it's so unusual to have visitors here. Please deliver my mail for me, Cupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Muel. Yeah, let's do that for her. And she also runs a Mage shop. So what I would suggest doing now is if you still have any of the robes, the cotton robes that we did for the trick for money, because we actually have to buy a ton of stuff right now. So what I would do is go to her buy. This is to make sure that we're able to synthesize everything and have perfect amounts of things towards the end of the game. Now, this is something that speedrunners do. I've gone over this before. Check my earlier videos if you have any questions. So we need to buy a diamond sword. We need to buy 2 tridents. We need to buy 2 mithril claws. We need to buy a magic racket. And we need to buy 2 fairy flutes. And we need to buy a silver fork. 2 diamond gloves. 1 green beret. Grab that. We need 1 gold helm. 1 cross helm. 1 judo uniform. And 3 gold armor. And then 2 soft. You didn't really need that soft, but it's fine. And also, let's just save here, just to make it easier on us. And once you've done that and saved, run on up to Oeilvert. Now, in Oeilvert, you're not going to meet too many difficult enemies. You will meet an ogre and an epitaph, and a Garuda. Because we don't have Quina, I would just say to kill them and don't worry about stealing from them. So, if you do meet an epitaph, the first thing that you want to do to make sure that it doesn't petrify you, because it will, and you can die if all 4 of your characters get petrified. Now, you could technically equip the ability Jelly, to make sure that you don't become that. Petrified, I mean. ... But anyways, what you want to do is, as soon as you get into a battle with an epitaph, just use a soft on it and it'll kill it instantly. I don't know what's going on, but I guess we better go inside. It's an honor to be here. Very interesting. So just head on into the miraculously open... And in this first room, there's actually 2 treasure chests. There's one right here. You can grab this, which is a remedy, and there's one upstairs. Ow. So this is the epitaph I was talking about. So the first thing you want to do is go to items and use a soft on the epitaph. If you need more softs, make sure you buy one from Mimosa. Became too soft to live. Dies. Boom. And look at that. So we want to run, grab this. Look at that beautiful background. We grabbed a rising sun. Now, a rising sun is, which you've probably seen already, is an item that Amaranth can throw that does a lot of damage. So we want to go over here, and we want to touch this orb, turn it red, and we want to grab this chest to receive an elixir. Yay! If you're interested, by the way, you can steal a Phoenix Down and a Soft from an epitaph, but I wouldn't worry about doing that. And the Garudas, you can steal an ore, a high potion, an ether, and a Phoenix Pinion. And of course the Ogre, which we've already encountered many times. None of these enemies have anything worth really stealing. But the Ogres have, what is it? The Ogres have Anointment, Phoenix Pinion, and Ether, so nothing to worry about. Now, remember, you could run around this area and just kill a ton of epitaphs using your Soft. It's really fast to do. You're not going to get hurt, and they give you two ability points apiece. So you'll notice that you'll start gaining abilities fairly quickly in here. In fact, Zidane learned his ability from his Dark Hat, so we want to equip him with the Mantra Band, which will give him HP plus 20%. And I think that's pretty much all we can give him right now. We could give him one of the judo uniform that we picked up. That'll give him more spirit and defense, so we'll equip that on him. You also want to equip Steiner with the diamond gloves that we got him, which is water damage reduced by 100%. Just go ahead and equip those because they have ability up and jelly on them, which is great for this area. And since he's already learning ability up from his diamond gloves, we can get rid of this lapis lazuli, and instead we want to give him a diamond so he can learn body temp and distract. Also, we want to look at Amaranth and replace his leather plate. We want to give him bronze vest just for that jelly as well, just so that he has it learned. And we also want to equip Freya with one of the tridents that we picked up, which adds status darkness, also known as the Spear of Enchantment. So we'll equip her, and she'll have the ability to use called Luna. I'll show you guys what that does in a battle. We also want to give her one of the gold armors that we picked up, which has Stone Killer. And we want to get rid of the angel earrings because she already learned Auto Reagan. And we want to give her a black belt so that she can do HP plus 20% and Beast Killer. Perfect. So as soon as you've done that, we want to head down here and we want to head right. So we want to go this way. And here, you'll see 2 more Moogles. So we want to talk to Stiltskin, and we want to purchase his combo. Get a high potion, an emerald, and an elixir. Woohoo! And then you can talk to him and just says something's fishy going on with Magnet, and Muel's here, so we can give Muel the letter that we got. Mimosa, Artemisian hasn't been delivering mail lately. Let's read it. I haven't received any mail lately, Cuba. What's going on? Hey, Muel, would you go to Magnet Central and complain for me? I'm so mad about it. Mimosa is scary when she gets mad. I'm not sure where Magnet Central is, though. Interesting. So you can save, use a tent here. Doesn't matter. So we want to run all the way around this circle and grab this chest, which has a Gaia gear. Gaia. Interesting. Okay, now before we head here, we want to actually go... You could go down here, but it's not going to matter. And, thankfully, in that last battle, Steiner actually learned dark side from the Blood Sword. So, finally, we get to equip him with an actual good weapon. Now, he has the Coral Sword or the Diamond Sword. Because we don't know Charge yet, we have to equip the Coral Sword. It's just such a better sword right now to use. Power Break is obviously much more powerful, but we're going to go with the Coral Sword for him. Okay, and now we want to head back to that foyer and go left. I lied before. I just wanted you to save your game. So we want to go through here and go through this door. and you'll see this chest here. Grab that. You'll have to go all the way around and grab this chest first, sorry. Get another diamond sword. What is that? Is this a planet? Was that writing that just appeared? Mother Terra. I can't make it out. Zidane, can you really read it? It's not that I can read it, it's more like the words are talking to me. I don't even know why. Huh. Very interesting. So head all the way... So we want to run around here and finally grab the chest, which has shield armor. And then we want to go down these steps right down here. And we'll see all of these hologram things sitting around here. What we want to do is open this chest first, which has a power vest. Go up these stairs, grab this chest, which has feather boots, and then we want to do these in a clockwise order. So do this one. Aha, it worked. Ancient ship. Oldest in history. Huh. And then this one. The ship for war. Shipbuilding technology. Primitive. So it looks like only Zidane can understand these things. And then we want to go to this one. Battleship invincible. Prototype. Prototype failure. Interesting. Then we want to go to this one. The first battleship invincible. Improved version currently in use. Huh. Then we want to head all the way back up here and go through these stairs. Ow, random. Well, we're fighting an epitaph, but I'll wait until it's Freya's turn, and then I'll actually show you something kind of neat. So I said I would show you what Luna is from Freya. It's nothing that's a huge deal, but let's look at it anyways. She can't actually use it right now, but it causes Berserk to all targets. Not a huge deal, actually. If anything, that's just going to cause them to hit you harder, so I don't really use Luna ever. But it's a cool way to make sure they lose their minds and don't really do anything. And of course a Berserk target also, I believe, receives more damage, so there's always that. Now, also something I will say is if a character becomes petrified, they will not benefit from the battle at all. They will not get any ability points, and they will not get any experience. So you want to make sure that if a character gets petrified, that you're making sure that they're okay. Now, Zidane actually finished learning auto haste, so we want to equip him. We can start preparing him now, actually, and give him the feather boots so that he can learn auto float, which is a good thing for him to have. And then we want to cross all the way up here. And we'll get to this cool thing. Now you want to touch this orb. Huh, it's gone. Whoa. Beginning of the city. Huh. Now it's gone again. Whoa. What is that? At first, the city flourished. Very interesting. Soon began to decline. At its peak, cities all over Terra. Then the decline began. What? So what the heck is all this? It's a good question, Zidane. So then we want to head all the way over here. and through the door. So you'll find yourself out this door. Now, we also got a random battle that Steiner actually was able to learn charge from Coral Sword, so we ended up equipping him with the Diamond Sword for Power Break. And obviously, you can go through and look, but we don't need to worry about abilities right now. And we want to head through this door because it's now unlocked. One of the creepiest scenes in the game, man. Look at all those faces. What is this place? What a disturbing room. Okay. Friend or foe? Wait, it's saying something.
Visitors, climb atop the stone.
Huh, guess it's speaking directly into our minds. Well, let's go. Okay. Sure. Cool looking stone.
Visitors, listen well. This is the record of our civilization. The seed's decline was not our fault. All vegetation and vessels died out. The decay of our terra triggered it all. In order to stop the decay, many methods were considered. Ultimately, the best minds of Terra civilization gathered. Then, a final resurrection was attempted on the mother continent. Unfortunately, it ended in failure. It was later discovered to have been the catalyst. Subjects were selected. After 4 tremendous sacrifices, eternal prosperity seemed within reach. Flora and fauna were revived, but is still in stasis. Final results are still pending. In order that our glorious history not die with us, we were constructed.
Okay. Well, that's a thing. Zidane, what could this possibly be? I want to know too, but our friends are in danger. So let's save them first. Yeah, but like, what is that? Weird. So now we want to return all the way back to where the Mughals were, and of course we're going to have like 20 random encounters on the way because that's just the way it works. So go all the way back to where they were, and then we want to run, and here. Oh, huh, looks different than before. What's different about it? Look at that! It looks like that other planet, Terra. Terra is the other planet. What's this? Another planet? One planet? What the heck could this mean? One planet with 2 moons. Interesting. So then we want to come back. You'll see Stiltskin's gone. We want to come back to Muel. Just make sure he hasn't received anything. And then we want to either use a tent or save. We're actually just gonna use a tent because our peoples are probably hurting a little bit. And then we're going to save, because we have a boss fight coming up. So after saving and watching that scene, all that's left is to continue all the way to this side over here, go down into here, and to face the boss and get the Glug Stone from the altar. So continue through here, use this cool little platform thing, and, that's slightly reminiscent of the Eiffel tree, isn't it? Weird. I see a theme here. I see there is a theme. So before moving forward at all, what you want to do is some prep. Now, if you do this right, you can actually prep for this boss in such a way that you do not have to worry about anything that it does, and it almost pretty much trivializes the fight. But you kind of need to do it, because if you don't, you have the possibility of literally killing yourself really, really quickly. So the only ability that he can learn right now is Accuracy Plus, so we'll just equip him with the Lapis Lazuli. Now, obviously, we got rid of the Coral Sword and got the Diamond Sword for Steiner. And, of course, he's got all of these things as well. And we want to give him MP attack. Why not? Diamond gloves, make him have the best equipped. Now, he already learned Demon's Mail, so we want to equip him with Stone Killer as well. And then we want to look and see what he's got on here. Let's just give him running shoes so he can get auto haste and auto potion. Next, we want to look at Emerit and equip him with Green Beret, actually, will be best, because then we can get rid of his Lapis Lazuli, and let's give him auto potion and Flea Gill. Right? That works. And then, of course, we can get rid of that and give him, let's give him Gaia Gear so he can learn High Tide. And then with Freya, she's pretty much learned everything that she can from her weapons and everything. So at this point, equip her with Diamond Gloves to help her stats, and we'll give her Shield Armor so she can learn Distract. That's pretty much it. Now we want to go to abilities. This is where it gets good. So it doesn't matter if you have Auto Haste on Zidane or not, it'll help, but it's not a big deal. Get rid of Man-Eater, and get rid of Antibody. Now what you need, and we'll get rid of, we need Bandit, and we can get rid of Mug as well. So we need to make sure that we have Clear-Headed. Clear-Headed prevents confusion. Make sure all of your characters have Clear-Headed. Then we also want to equip them with Bird Killer, because the next boss actually counts as a bird. Interesting. So once you have those, you're pretty much okay. Then you want to head to Steiner and make sure that he has at least Bird Killer and Clear-Headed as well on him. So does he have Clear-Headed? Let's certainly hope so. He does. At this point, everyone should have Clear-Headed, but just, you never know. Get rid of Stone Killer, we'll get rid of this stuff, and give him Clear-Headed. So it looks like everyone has Clear-Headed, which is great. Then we want to make sure, of course, that she has Bird Killer and Clear-Headed as well. And also we want to get rid of her Trouble. Now once everyone miraculously has Clear-Headed all across the board with no issues, we also want to make sure Freya's health is back up. So we equipped all of those things, and Freya is pretty much, everyone's good now. The boss that we are about to fight is named Arc. Now, Arc can confuse you, so it is almost essential that you have Clear-Headed on all of your characters, or else you will kill yourself, like I said. But that's for a future video. That is going to be in the next video. We will tackle Arc, and then we will move on to the Desert Palace after receiving the Galug Stone, which we will easily kill Arc now. So I will see you in part 68 of the Final Fantasy IX walkthrough. I hope this video wasn't too long for you, and I hope you stuck around. If you did, please comment what you think of this area. I really like it. It's very reminiscent of the Ifa tree, just not as naturalized, which is very interesting. And let me know if you've never played this game before, and if you're intrigued as to what's going on with Terra and everything else. If you have played this game before, then shh, don't tell anyone what's going on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, never give up. Never surrender.